Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me for my full moon flow. This month in June of 2022 we are going to be dealing with a strawberry moon, and it'll be in Sagittarius, which basically means that there'll be more room for joy, love, and prosperity, among other things I'm sure. And I'll be leaving a link in the description so you can, if you want to know exactly what your horoscope that means for you, you can check that out. Full moons in general are a great time for letting go of what no longer serves you and allowing for expansion of the body and the mind. So this practice will be focused on letting go and harnessing that full moon energy. The poses I've picked today will be centered around that idea of expansion. So we'll be doing stuff like heart openers and trying to work on expanding the body, and then hopefully the rest of the practice will work better on expanding the mind. So yeah, basically we will start with our eyes closed and we will do the moon mantra. We will open practice with the moon mantra today, which goes Om Shri Chandraya Namaha. The first round we'll do will be just follow after me. It'll just be to kind of learn it. So I'll start. Om Shri Chandraya Namaha. We'll do it together this time on the exhale. So inhale. Om Shri Chandraya Namaha. Om Shri Chandraya Namaha. Om Shri Chandraya Namaha. Keep your eyes closed. I'm going to read about what this mantra means. This mantra calls us back into perspective when life becomes confusing and helps us see things more clearly. It sharpens our intellect and calms our nervous system to restore balance and equanimity. Just as the moon appears to be in darkness throughout the month, our minds get clouded by the unfolding of our lives. But the moon is not in darkness. It is simply our perspective. May the glow of the mantra lead you back to the truth that always lives within you. Sat Nam. We're going to start practice today with a meditation, a full moon meditation. So if you need to readjust. Keep your eyes closed. And I want you to imagine yourself sitting in front of a body of water. It can be in grass or a sandy beach or anything that serves you today. Body water can be an ocean, a lake, a river. Feel the breeze, maybe hear the lapping of the waves. Feel the calmness of the area, the beautiful night sky. When you look up, see the full moon in its luminous divine form, shining its beautiful light down upon you, creating a path of light on the water that leads to where you're sitting. Each inhale, I want you to inhale this beautiful white divine light. Fill your being, your essence, every part. Inhale through your nose, that white light. Down to your hands, down your spine, to your toes. And then exhale through your mouth, everything that no longer serves you. Exhale that old stagnant energy, that which is holding you back. Inhale this beautiful divine light and let it bring new life into you. stay here for a couple minutes. Soak in the essence of your divine radiance back to your true self. On an inhale, bring your hands up towards the sky. Exhale, bring them towards in front of your third eye. And I want you to think of an intention today, but this intention is based on what you need to release or let go of to move you on your path, on this journey that you've embarked on. It could be letting go of fear, self-doubt, criticism. It could be many things. Whatever holds more true for you, imagine that now. Hold on to that intention to your practice today. Exhale, your hands down, and rotate yourself to either side of the mat, and just lower down into a child's pose. Wide-legged or together, whatever is more comfortable for you. And just surrender. Surrender to the moon's energy, to yourself, to your ego. Just let it all go. Inhale, bring your left arm up to the sky and leave it under your right. Thread the needle. You can keep your right arm extended. You can bring it around. Behind your back if you like. Bring your right arm back if it isn't already there. Send your left arm. Reach your right arm towards the sky and leave it through. Do the same thing you did on the other side. Bring your left arm straight if it isn't already. And unweave your right arm. Lift yourself up to tabletop and lower your arms down and sink your chest towards the mat for Anahata. You can rest your head on the mat, you can rest your chin. If this is too much for you, you can put a block under. Lift yourself up slowly and begin to do cat-cow. So inhale, drop your stomach, raise your chest, open up your heart, allow for that expansion, and then exhale, round your spine, lower down, inhale up, open your chest, exhale, round your back. Do this a couple times. You can also add some circles to it if you'd like. Whatever you find that suits you best today. If you chose to do circles, go in the opposite direction. Inhale to center. Exhale. Sit yourself back down onto your heels and begin to roll your neck out in circles. Inhale up. Exhale down. Go in the other direction. Inhale your arms up. Bring your right arm down. Tilt your head to the left and gently place your hand on the right side of your face. Just let the weight of your hand and gravity just give it that side stretch. Just relax here. No need to force it. Inhale your hands up. Left hand down this time. Tilt your head to the right. And then bring your right hand on the left side of your face. Feel that stretch in the left side of your neck. Bring your right hand down, straighten your neck. Bring your left hand up, and then bring it behind your back. Bring your right hand up the bottom of your back, and try to connect your hands together. If you can't, you're just trying to open your chest. It's okay, so you can just leave them where they're not connecting, or you grab your hands together. Switch to the other side. Right hand comes from the top, left hand to the bottom. Wherever you're at, stay there. Now bring your hands down to the mat. Sit off to one side and bring your feet to the front. And bring the pads of your feet to touch into butterfly. You want to bring your heels as close to your groin as you can. It doesn't have to be crazy. Just wherever's comfortable. You can put blocks in your knees if it's uncomfortable with your knees being too high up. And put your hands on your toes if you can. And if your feet are out here, your ankles are fine too. But basically what we're going to do next is just kind of roll out our spine. So we just want something to lean against when we go back. So inhale forward. Exhale back. Then when you get to the front, go to the other direction. Inhale, center. Bring your legs up, and then you can windshield wiper them out a couple times before you move on if you'd like. And then bring yourself to a crisscross, however you like to sit. It could be half lotus, full lotus, or just normal. And what we're going to do now is just some seated cat-cows to get some extra mobility in the spine for practice today with all the chest openers. You can add any extra movements that you need here. Just listen to your body and what you need. Inhale your hands up. Left hand to right knee, right arm back. Look over your shoulder. Inhale, hands up. Right hand to left knee, left arm back. Over your left shoulder. Bring your hands to the mat. Kick your feet back. Bring your hands forward and slowly lift up to downward dog. Spread your fingers apart. Push your tailbone up towards the sky and then back. Push your chest towards your thighs. We want to create some length here in the spine. It's not about your heels touching. It's about the elongation. Draw your elbows, draw your shoulders away from your ears. You might need to bend your elbows a little bit to create some space. Now begin to walk your feet up to the top of the mat. And then straighten your spine, halfway lift, and then just lower down gently into Uttanasana, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Try to keep as straight a spine as you can. And then when you reach the point at which you can no longer keep your spine straight, then you can curl it a little bit. You can dangle your arms here. Do some twists if you'd like, or you can just keep your hands on the mat. Bring your hands back down to the mat and lift your right leg up. Flex your toes, open your hips to the side of the mat. Bring your hands to the mat. You can also use a block, whatever works best for you. Remember to keep everything activated and lift that right arm towards the sky for half a moon. Keep that bottom knee activated too. You'll be a lot less wobbly if you do that. Bring your leg down and then switch. Bring your left leg up, flex the toes. Bring your right arm up, left arm up. Stack your shoulders. Then lower down. And then inhale, bring your arms up towards the sky. Exhale everything down. And now we're going to begin the flows with just a little bit of moon salutations. And I would recommend starting on the right side of the mat. We're going to do a full sequence, which includes 2 of each. So starting on the right side of the mat, inhale, your arms up, relax your shoulders, tuck your tailbone in, look towards your thumb. Exhale to the left side. Inhale up. Exhale to the right side. Inhale up. Now spread your legs out. Bring your feet to where they're pointing to the corners. If you've done this before and you like to have your feet wider apart or closer together, that's fine too. But lower down into goddess pose. Make sure you're not leaning too far forward. Push your hips forward and stack your spine. And keep this 90-degree angle. I'm on a slope, so it might not look perfect, but just know. Anyway. Okay, then inhale, straighten your legs, and then turn this back foot, and then bring the left foot towards the front of the mat, and keep your hips straight towards the long side of the mat. Raise your arms for Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle pose. Reach forward, hand down, open your chest, keep this hip turning up. Don't bring it in, keep yourself expanding. The point isn't to touch the mat, it's to elongate the spine. Look towards your thumb if you can. Bring your hands down to the mat. You can rotate your feet and keep your hips square and lower yourself down into pyramid. Drop your back knee and lower down into low lunge. Keep your knee over your ankle, bend back. Inhale your hands down and exhale into side lunge, where you rotate your right foot up. You want your feet flexed and pointing towards the sky. If you can't keep your foot here flat, you can always raise up onto your toes and do this as well. So either one works. Just pick which works with your body today. We'll be doing a couple. So now bring your hands down and rotate to the right side. Flex that foot. Find your balance here. Bring your hands to the mat. Rotate your foot. And lower down into low lunge. That 90-degree angle on that knee. Bring your hands down to the mat and lift yourself up into pyramid pose. Keep your hips square. You might need to readjust your feet and lower down. Rotate that back foot and lift your left arm up. Open your chest for Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle pose. Keep opening up your chest. Inhale yourself up, and then point those feet towards the edges of your mat and lower down into Goddess. Remember to keep stacking that spine. Inhale, straighten the legs, bring yourself to the left side of the mat, raise your arms up, exhale to the right, and then exhale to the left. And now we've done half of the moon sequence, so we're going to do one more. So inhale your arms up, exhale to the right, inhale up, exhale to the left, inhale up. Now step yourself, your feet wide, toes facing to the corners, lower yourself down, push your hips forward, stack your spine, Goddess pose. Inhale, you can straighten your legs, rotate your back foot where your right foot's facing forward into Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle pose. Keep your arms straight, stacked in a line. Reach forward, lower down, open your chest. You can bring your hands down and rotate your hips towards the front of the mat, keeping them square, lowering yourself into pyramid pose. Try to keep your spine as straight as you can here. Bring your leg, exhale, bring your leg down to the mat for low lunge. Keep your knee stacked over the ankle, reach back. Bring your hands down to the mat, rotate towards the front, bring that left foot up, flex the foot, and balance into that side lunge. Bring your hands down and rotate to the left side, rotating that right foot up towards the sky this time, keeping the foot active and the leg active. Bring your hands down to the mat and bringing that right leg down, left leg in front, and lowering into low lunge, hands up. And you can lean back for that chest opener, that expansion you've been working on. Bring your hands down to the mat, lift that back foot up, keep your hips square, and lower down into pyramid pose. Keep your back straight as you can. Hips square. Inhale. Begin to rotate that back foot and bring your hips to where they're parallel to the long side of your mat. Arms up. Exhale, reach forward and down into Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle pose. Keep opening up that chest. Look towards your thumb if you can. Inhale, bring yourself up. Rotate your feet. Exhale into Goddess pose. Stack the spine. Inhale, straighten your legs. And bring yourself to the right side of the mat where we began. Bring your arms up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. So now we've done a full set of moon salutation, and we're going to start with the sequence that I created that kind of spins off of that. So let's begin. Inhale, bring your arms up towards the sky and begin to lean back with an exhale. Inhale, bring yourself up and your hands behind your back. Then exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up again. Bind your hands. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Keep your spine straight. And we're going to bring the right foot over the left and lean towards the left for that right side body stretch. Inhale, center. Bring your feet back to normal. Bring the left foot over the right and lean towards the right. Inhale, center. Bring your feet back to center. Now we're going to step ourselves out back into goddess. Spread those legs wide. Stack those knees over those ankles and begin to lower yourself down where your back's straight and your elbows and your shoulders are in a line. So roll your shoulders and your elbows forward. Stay here for a breath. Bring your arms up and do Gyan Mudra, pointer finger to thumb. You want the circle to be facing downwards and your fingers to be pointing upwards. If you want, you can stay here, or you can lift your toes. Keep your spine flat. And then lower down, hands back on your knees. Roll those shoulders and your elbows forward again where they're straight. And then begin to turn to the left for that left side stretch. Bring yourself back to center. Lift your arms up and then bring them back down in front of your heart. Straighten the legs. Bring your arms out for 5-pointed star. Bring your toes into parallel and begin to bring your arms up to the left and put all your weight on your left foot and then just tilt over. Find that edge where you're about to fall over and then just stay there for a couple breaths. And then bring yourself back down and then rotate your left foot forward into, we're going to go into Utthita Trikonasana, so bring your arms up. Inhale, exhale, lean forward, bring your hand down, open up your chest. And then inhale, bring yourself back up. And then we're going to do a reverse triangle, left arm towards the sky. Keep your hips straight. And then bring your arms back up. And then down to Utthita Trikonasana. But this time we're going to put our left hand onto the mat. And then start to put your weight into your left hand. And straighten that left leg out and lift up for fallen triangle. You might have to straighten your right leg as well if it gets bent up. Lift your chest and your hips up. Bring your hand back to the mat. Recenter your foot. And then bring yourself back up. We're going to rotate our feet to where they're square. And then we're going to do pyramid, but we're going to do different types of binds. So first we're going to open our chest with just binding our hands together. And then you can either keep it here, you can grab your arms, your elbows, or you can do a prayer position. So you can lower down into that, wherever you're at today. And then lower your hands to the mat. Bring your right knee down. And then come into that low lunge. Bring your hands up. And then bring your arms to your chest. And then do a side twist to the left. Keep your hip rotating inward. Bring your right arm down to the mat. Your left arm up. And then just reach over towards the front of the mat. If you want, you can stay here. You can grab your left wrist with your right arm and just kind of pull it a little extra and give it that side stretch. And then bring your hands down to the mat. And then shift over into your side lunge, whichever variation you do. Bring your left hand down and your right hand up and do a side stretch. You can stay here, or you can connect your hands together behind you in a bind. Bring your hands towards the mat and then shift yourself to the center into Malasana. Keep your elbows, your upper arms pressing in to your knees and opening up here. We're going to bring our left hand down again and then open up our chest and then bind around the back again. Now this is the part where we switch to the right side. So unwind, and we're going to do our side twist, opening our chest on the left side. Take that bind if you'd like. Bring our hands down and rotate to the side lunge on the right side of your mat. Now do that side stretch again. And then bind if you'd like. Bring your hands down. Rotate into that low lunge on the right side. Bring your hands up. And reach back, keeping that knee stacked over the ankle. Bring the hands in front of the heart and twist to your right side. Try to keep your palms in front of your chest. Bring your left hand down, the right hand up, reaching towards the front of the mat, to the side. You can stay here, or you can grab the right wrist with your left hand and just kind of pull over and give that side stretch. Put your hands down. And straighten your legs, but keep those hips square. Now, we're going to open our chest with that hand bind in the back. So open up here, and then take the same bind on the lower that you did on the other side. So lower down. Keep internally rotating that left hip. You're going to want to push out, but keep it in. And now rotate that back foot and bring your right arm down, left arm up for Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle pose. Keep opening your chest here. Inhale up. Bring your right arm above for reverse triangle. Exhale back down to extended triangle. Now bring your right arm down on the outside. Begin to put weight in that right arm. Straighten that leg. Lift up your hips and your chest for fallen triangle. Bring the left hand down. Reposition that foot. Back. 4 extended triangle. Inhale yourself up. 5 pointed star. This time we're going to go towards the right side. So bring your arms up, tilt to the right, and then when you're on finding that edge, about to fall over, stay there. And then bring your foot back down, then lower back down into goddess pose. Spread your feet wide, tilt your hips forward, stack your spine, bring your hands to your knees, and lower down the straight spine. Rotate your elbows and your shoulders into a straight line forward. Lower your butt. Bring your arms up into that same mudra before. You can lift onto your toes if you'd like. Keep that spine straight and your butt lowered. Lower down your toes, or your heels. Roll your elbows and your shoulders back towards the front, and then do the twist to the right side. Bring yourself back to center. Lift your spine straight. Bring your arms up into the center in front of your heart. Straighten your legs, and then go towards the left side. Bring your arms up. And then we're going to do the left foot over the right. Lean towards the center, towards the right side. Inhale, center. Switch your feet, right foot over left. Go to the left. Inhale, center. Now we're gonna exhale and lean back. Opening your chest. Don't compress too much on the lower spine if you have issues with that. Inhale, center. Bring your hands down to your hips again and roll chest out into a deeper back stretch. Inhale, center. Bind your hands and really open up here if that's safe for you. Inhale up. Exhale down. So that's the first sequence. And now we're going to try something a little bit different that I came up with. So inhale your arms up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Spread your legs to goddess pose. Lower yourself down. Hands in front of your heart. Inhale, straighten your legs. Bring your arms up. Straighten your feet for a 5-pointed star. Reposition your right foot to the front of the mat. Keep your hips straight. And reach forward for Utthita Trikonasa, extended triangle pose. Look towards your hand. Open the chest. Bring your hands down to the mat. Rotate yourself forward. You can lower yourself down into pyramid. You can bring your hands on the mat. You can have a bind, whatever you like. Bring your hands down to the mat. Bend your front knee and then raise them up for warrior one. You might have to spread your legs out, your feet out a little bit here. And then we're going to do humble warrior. You can just do the normal bind if you like, or you can do eagle arms, which I'm going to do, so I'll show it. You put right arm under left, bend your knee so it's stacked, your knees over your ankle, and then lower yourself down as low as you can. Try to keep your hips square. Bring your hands to the mat. Lift your left foot. Open it up a block. A little bit. You can use a block if you need. Bring your right arm up and then grab that left foot for sugar cane. Try to keep that left foot in the front. Bring the foot down, keep it straight, and then lift yourself up for warrior 3. Keep your core activated and try to keep everything in a line. Exhale the leg down, and then lower yourself down, hinge at the hips for Uttanasana, nose to knees. And then put your hands on the mat, bring your feet back, downward facing dog. Now lift your right leg up, and then bring it over to the left side of the mat. You're on the ground. Lift your hips up, lift your chest up for wild thing. Bring your foot back up, lower it down. Now you're back in downward facing dog. Keep pushing into your hands. And then bring your right foot up to your hands for that side lunge. Rotate that left foot up towards the sky. Flex the foot, activate the leg. Bring yourself back to center into Malasana. And just take a little rest here. Opening your chest, allowing for the expansion. Remembering maybe your intention now. Trying to let go of what no longer serves you through body and through mind. Bring your hands down to the mat. Rotate to the left side. Now we're going to do all of that on the left side. So side lunge, rotate that right foot up. Activate that right leg. Now bring your hands towards the mat. Bring that back foot to downward facing dog. Press into the hands. Bring those heels down, spread the fingers. Lift the left foot up this time. Bring it to the outside of the right mat, the right side of the mat. The hips up, the chest up. Wild thing. Bring that left foot back up. Lower it down. Downward facing dog. Elongating the spine. Then bringing your feet to the top of the mat. Uttanasana. Hands on the mat. This time, lifting your right foot up, opening it to the side. Bringing your right arm up. Grabbing the top of that foot with your hand. Sugar cane pose, find a fixed point. Stay here for a minute. Bring your hands down. Recenter your hips forward. And then lift your body up for goddess, for warrior 3. Bring your hands down and bring that back foot back on the mat. Rotate those hips forward into warrior 1. You might have to spread out your feet a little bit. Bring your arms up. And then bring yourself back for reverse warrior. And then we're going to do humble warrior, whatever you did on the other side. This time it's the left leg, so left arm under right, lower down, as slow as you can. Keep those hips square. Inhale up. Release those hands. Straighten that front leg into pyramid. Now we're going to open up that chest. And then exhale, down. Try to keep your spine straight, hips forward. Whatever bind you did on the other side. Inhale up. And then rotate that back foot for Utthita Trikonasana. Inhale forward, or exhale forward and down. Open up your chest. Look towards your hand if you can, if it's not too sunny where you are. Inhale up. Reposition into 5-pointed star. Exhale down. Rotate your feet out, goddess. Lower your hips, stack your spine. Inhale up. Bring yourself to the right side of your mat. Hands up. Relax your shoulders, look towards your thumbs. Lean to the left. Inhale up. Lean to the right. Inhale up. And exhale. It all down. So now we're going to come to the center of our mats. Straighten this leg again. We're going to come to the center of our mats. Clasp our hands together. And lean towards the left. Inhale, center, and then we're going to bring our left foot up as high as you can into tree pose. We're going to stay here for a couple breaths. Try to keep bringing that left leg outwards in line with your hips if you can. Bring the knee forward and then open it up with your arm to the left. And then bring that knee to the right as far as you can. You can counterbalance with your left arm out. Bring that knee to center. Lower it down. We're going to do it on the right side now. So bring your arms up. Lean to the right. Inhale, center. Bring that right knee up. Tree pose as high as you can. It can be lower than this. It's okay. Bring your hands to heart center. Try to find your balance here. Bring your knee to center, and then bring it out to the right. And then bring it over to the left. Cross it over your body, and then you can bring that right arm to counterbalance. Bring it to center. Bring it down. Bring your hands up and exhale, lower yourself down to sitting on the mat. Bring your feet together. And this time we're going to do butterfly pose, but we're going to keep our feet further out, and it's going to be more of a hamstring stretch, and we're just going to lower down to the earth. We're going to stay here for a little bit, so if you need some blocks under your head or your hands or whatever, just relax here. Come back to that intention and think about all you've done today and how well you've done. And appreciate yourself for making the time to better yourself. Inhale yourself up. Straighten your legs. Press into your hands. Flex your feet. Just press into them lightly. Into staff pose. Bring your legs out to the side and flex your toes and just reach towards your toes. If you can't reach them, you can grab your legs, anything. We just want this side stretch. The legs open and then reaching forward. Bring your right foot in to your left and then just gently reach over and feel that stretch on your right side body. Inhale up. Switch. Let's do the left. Inhale up. And then find yourself on the long way of your mat. And you can lower yourself down. You can do some laying windshield wipers if you want to just open your hips, release some tension after all of that. And now we're going to do bridge pose. You can support it with a block under your hips. You can do one, you can do two, you can do it high, whatever. You can use your hips, or you can bind your hands and lift up. Lift your chest up. Keep your knees going in towards each other. You don't want to spread them. You want to keep your knees over your ankles. Exhale down. Bring your knees into your chest. Roll your spine out a bit. We're going to do it one more time. We did a lot of forward bends, so we want to just do the opposite. Do the counter poses to that. Bring your feet back down to the mat. Knees hip distance apart. Lift yourself up. If you'd also like, you can go into full wheel for those who have that in practice, where you bring your hands by your shoulders next to your face and have your fingers pointed towards your shoulders. Lift yourself up. Chest up as high as you can. Keeping your knees in. You can lift your toes if you'd like. Wherever you are today, slowly lower yourself down. Head, shoulders, and then spine. Bring your knees into your chest and roll it out here. Stretch your legs out on your mat. Bring your left leg up. Straighten it out and just keep your leg flexed, your toes flexed, and just bring it towards your face gently. Bend that knee, bring it down on top of your right leg. Into a seated figure four, weave your hands through. Release your legs And then bring that left leg across your body for a side twist. Inhale your leg to center. Exhale it all down. And now we're going to do it all on the right side. So lift that right leg up, flex the leg, flex the toes. Bring the leg towards your face. Bend the knee. Bring that right leg on, right ankle onto your left and just a laying figure four, and then weave your hands through. Pull the left knee towards you. Exhale it all down, and then bring that right knee across your body for that little twist. Keep your shoulders on the mat if you can. Inhale the leg up, straighten it, straighten your arms, and then reach your arms towards the left and then your legs. You can bring your right leg over your left if you like. Inhale to center. Bring your arms to the right side, then your legs, and then that left leg maybe over the right. It's a lot more of a stretch. Inhale to center. Bring your arms down into your final resting position. Savasana. Relax here. Keep expanding. Start to wiggle your toes. Wake yourself up. roll to one side. Stay there for a couple breaths. And slowly bring yourself back up to a comfortable position. Bring your hands in front of your heart. And we will chant the moon mantra twice to exit our practice today. On the next exhale, inhale. Om Shri Shantraya Namaha. Om Shri Shantraya Namaha. Thank you so much for coming to my practice. The divine light in me honors the beautiful and divine light within you. Namaste. Thank you so much again for joining me in this practice and making that space for yourself as well. I hope you have a great rest of your week.